Well, this week we're teeing it up at Jack's Place, the Memorial Tournament at Muirfield Village, where Patrick Cantley looks to defend his title, and Jon Rahm is ready and deserving of another shot. Rahm was looking to win back-to-back Memorials in 2021. He made an early ace Saturday morning last year, birdied 6 of his final 8 holes in the third round to take a commanding 6-shot lead, but then he had to withdraw due to COVID. Cantley went on to win it. He also won in 2019, so his 2 wins bookend Rahm's 2020 win. And as we've seen in the past, once again, another loaded field with 7 of the top 10 making their trip to Dublin, Ohio there. Patrick Cantley, the defending champ, he's going off at 14-1 to repeat. That's according to the latest odds. And as you can see, Rahm, who's looking to come back and fight for that title, going off as the favorite at plus 1,000 with McIlroy and Spieth and Morikawa at the top of the board as well when you're looking at those odds. Now for more on Rahm and his return to Muirfield, let's welcome in our lead on-course reporter for CBS Sports, Dottie Pepper. So Dottie, Rahm's third round lead was tied for the largest lead in tournament history. What made him so successful over the course of those 54 holes, and do you think he can repeat it this year?
Well, I think he's certainly motivated to repeat. He said in his pre-tournament press conference yesterday that the one thing he hates beside his name about last year wasn't that he didn't finish, but that he was classified as a WD. And he said he'd never withdrawn in a tournament before. So he's looking for a big bounce back from that big disappointment. What he did so well through 54 holes last year there was drive the golf ball. You have to drive the ball well at Jack's Place, but he also was a magician around the greens. Hole outs, seemingly difficult things made easy. He was a rock star. And like you said, 6-shot lead going into the last day that never happened for him.
Yeah, he is the favorite this year, and he's going to be going up against Patrick Cantley, which was a battle last year. Cantley coming in after missing the cut at the PGA Championship. He's looking to defend his title. How do you think that he fares?
I think the PGA Championship was a total aberration for Patrick Cantley. I walked both days, portions of the rounds with him, and that was a different guy that showed up at Southern Hills. I love the way he gets around most golf courses. It's a shots to spots sort of mentality and keeping things very simple, trying to be efficient about his golf swing, about how he prepares every day. He's got a wonderful teacher in Jamie Mulligan, and they just keep going back to the basics. How do we get from point A to point B? And Patrick's also struck up a really strong mentorship with the host, Jack Nicklaus. I think it bodes well for him to bounce back from what we saw at the PGA.
I'm sure he's looking forward to a bounce back as well. Now, last year, Cantley was defeated Colin Morikawa last year. So Colin Morikawa, 3 of his 5 tour titles have come from Nicklaus designed courses. You were just talking about how that works well for some golfers. Do you think this could be Morikawa's year?
I think Colin's going to have to do a little better, really, around the greens. If you miss at Jack's Place, much like Augusta National, it's difficult to save, and he has not been particularly strong around the greens this year, and he hasn't particularly putted well. But we also know what a proficient ball striker he is. Iron play is key. Being able to shape the ball left to right into tight hole locations at the Memorial really helps. But I think he'll have a good week if he can turn around the short game.
Morikawa also winning the 2020 Workday Charity Open at Muirfield, so obviously very familiar with that course as well, so that's got to help. Moving on, we got Xander Schofley. He followed up his Zurich team win with a pair of strong results. He finished 5th at the Byron Nelson, 13th at the PGA. What are your expectations for him?
I look for him to make a couple of putts that are momentum makers, momentum keepers. He has not really done that thus far this year. So much talent, such a good ball striker. I think he's sneaky long. He can move the ball both ways. Just kind of waiting for him to break out and do something spectacular. It's with the exception of the team win, it's only been the Olympic win. And then we start searching even more back into the treasure trove for wins for Xander Schofley. Too much talent to not get it done at a place like Muirfield Village.
You talk about talent. 7 of the top 10 players in the world will be part of this competition out there, but not world number 1, Scottie Scheffler. He's skipping Ohio. Rory McIlroy, though, he's going to be there, and he wants his first win at this tournament here at the Memorial. So McIlroy, he's finished in the top 10 in his past 3. Do you think he could get a win this weekend?
I think he can. And I think, look, we know that there's one part of McIlroy's game that's not really as shiny as it could be, and that's his wedge play. You're going to have to hit good wedges at Muirfield Village because of the way these guys drive the golf ball so far, but also because of where people are forced to lay up, 14th hole in particular. You're going to have to hit a good wedge in there, a very exacting second shot. If Rory McIlroy can clean up his wedge game, I look for him to get that win there as well.
Worth noting as well, for the first time since 2019, attendance will be at full capacity. What do you expect the environment to be like there?
Rocking. It's, they talk about TPC at Sawgrass being amphitheater kind of stadium golf. Muirfield Village has every bit of that, if not more, and it's a little more natural. It's a very hilly golf course with great seating. You can see a lot of golf from very small areas, and a post-Memorial Day weekend, first time in a couple of years, everyone's been able to be at Muirfield Village. It's a happening thing in Columbus and the surrounding areas. I look for this place to be loud.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.